Hi, I'm Denise Miller, your Leadership Lady Live, and today we're going to talk about building through breakdown, the art of legacy leadership. Anyone can lead when things are going well, but when legacy leaders use chaos as their construction material and they use crisis as a way to design the future, they learn from the issues and they build to overcome future contingencies. If you like the content that I'm sharing, I ask you to remember to hit the thumbs up or the heart, to please subscribe, and to share. As leaders, we build legacies that last because we don't just survive turbulent times, we thrive because of them. Understand that your legacy isn't determined by what you'll accomplish in calm seasons. Your legacy is forged in the fire of uncertainty and established through the pressure of seemingly impossible choices. The great leaders we remember didn't avoid storms. They learned to lean in and forge ahead, and they taught others to do the same. They had grit and they modeled resilience. Legacy leadership operates on four foundational pillars. The first is visionary stability. While others see chaos, you see a blueprint for breakthrough. You solve problems in ways that prevent them from returning and in ways that prevent future problems from resulting. When you put out fires, you also design the accompanying fire prevention systems. We see that in many great world leaders. Consider leaders like Winston Churchill. While he defeated fascism in Europe, he used that struggle to define British resilience for generations. What vision are you building through your current chaos? The second pillar is to empower others through adversity. Legacy leaders don't hoard solutions, they multiply problem solvers. They use every challenge as a training ground, and every crisis becomes a classroom for the people on their team. Legacy leaders work to get through the chaos and the crisis situations and to develop those who will lead when they're gone. When you encounter these difficult situations, the crises and the chaos, begin to ask yourself, how can this difficulty develop my team's capacity? Ask also, what strengths are my team members discovering that they didn't know that they had? And then finally ask, how can I structure this challenge so that it builds their confidence as we solve problems together? The third pillar is decision architecture. Your decisions today become the precedents for tomorrow's choices. Legacy leaders make decisions in a way that teaches others how to make good decisions. Document your decisions, share your reasoning, explain your values and your values-based filters. That way, you give a framework to your team members. And when others face similar crossroads, they'll remember what you decided, the framework that you used to make the decision, and they'll make equally good decisions. Then, of course, there's cultural cultivation. Culture is more than what happens when you lead well. Culture is forged by how you lead through the crisis situations. It's what you choose to do when things are hard. Every crisis is a culture. Every crisis is a defining moment. How you handle pressure, how you treat people, and how you prioritize values and which values you prioritize becomes the DNA of your team's future and your organization's future. The stories about how you led through chaos today will become the legends that guide future leaders. Now, we can ask questions of ourselves as we walk through these four pillars. We need to ask what you're building. Ask yourself, what am I building through this challenge that will benefit the people that I'll never meet? And then you can also ask yourself if your choice will make the next leader's job easier or more difficult. And then you can ask the question, how can I use this problem to develop 3 problem solvers among the people on my team? And then finally, you can ask yourself, what values am I demonstrating that I want replicated when I'm not here? If you consistently ask these questions, apply the 4 pillars in short time, you will find that your people are handling challenges that used to keep you awake at night. Their decision-making capacity multiplies significantly because they start thinking like owners and leaders and not just employees who need to be told what to do. Remember, legacy leaders are not born. They're forged in the fire of difficult decisions. They learn from the examples set by another legacy leader. Ask yourself this question when you run into a problem. How can I solve this in a way that builds capacity, increases systems, and demonstrates values long after I'm born? The leaders I coach often discover that just this shift from problem solving to legacy building transforms not just their leadership, but their entire culture in their organization. We can take a look at some intensive leadership development programs that will dive much deeper into customizing leadership frameworks for your specific industry challenges. Because what I've learned is that leaders across every sector who master legacy leadership change their companies. They also have a really strong shot at changing their entire industry. If you're ready to build that level of transformation and impact, building legacy is not something that you have to do alone. Connect with me and we'll work through the process together. Remember now to hit the thumbs up if you like this, share, and subscribe. Have a great balance of the day.